run, a pickup of 6.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
On the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. RPO complete to open the drive. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Good quickness to grab it off the balance. And the Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Right on the money. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Tar Heels are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They punt it away on 4th down. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
It's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Caught over the middle. It's Gee. Changing on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Working the middle. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Rebels line up to punt it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. The give to the running back from the shotgun. forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He leaves it with his back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. And the Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He'll pull it on the read. It's a runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The offense in hurry-up mode. Quarterback on the keeper. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. The throw to the outside is complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They bring the punter onto the field now. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. They kick it away on 4th down. No fair catches here, looking for room. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Working that left side now. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Gee. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's got the back in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today at Oxford. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's head back to the Grove at our Villas at Vaught Hemingway Stadium.
The Rebels will boot it away to start the second half. The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Got his man. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. The give on the inside. And the Tar Heels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. The Tar Heels come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Using the quick game. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Makes the catch, and he will score. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, it's a one-possession game, down 21-13. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll return it. Smacks him with the stiff arm. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The give to the back. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
After that last completion, it's second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They push it out to the 39 after picking up 5. The Rebels are on the move.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Rebels back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll move the wide receiver. The pitch to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Complete to start this drive.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Running to Green. Got the first down and more. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Creates a little space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Tar Heels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And the Tar Heels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got the tight end. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, North Carolina! There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. He is stopped short, and this defense holds on to this slim 2-point lead. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Bringing it out. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Safe completion on the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. The play-action fake. Finds the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. A little screen to the running back. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. Hard running there. Shows him the stiff arm. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Off play action on first down. He's going for it all. Touchdown, Ole Miss! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Army has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since they parachuted the ball into Nike Stadium, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Cincinnati. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. It's incomplete, and also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Ready to send the offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and take it back. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Oh, it's a reverse. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. Leaves it with the running back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the first down. To the ground, he's got it again. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. The Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Now they're going to throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Under fire. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
And the Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Working that wide receiver screen. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. The Rebels will punt this one away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out and tries for 6, he'll be lucky. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Fires to the tight end. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a 1st down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He's got him. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Rebels are marching down the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They give it to him again. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. And the Rebels will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I think the defense would be really happy with where they're at right now if they knew they had held their stud down to his little yards, but they're trailing. And this is the time where he's going to get the ball even more, so they got to be ready.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels! Boy, do they need that score. It gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game spot.
And it's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executed in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
And the extra point is good, and the lead swells to 16, and it's getting late. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. The screen, he's got wheels. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They think there's room to run to the right here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see 4th down, but it's better than throwing another pick. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. How about this freshman leading them on the chase and making the big play after the catch? The Rebels in the hurry-up.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Rebels will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. To the ground with the back. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. Used the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Tar Heels can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the run. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. He'll do it himself. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Rush is on him. Hit as he throws. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back. The give as they work on that clock. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. And the Rebels want to move quickly.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Off play action. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Snagged out of the air. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're going to go right back to him on first down. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. With jet sweep pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Now facing a 3rd and long. He'll pull it on the read. He's brought down right at the 30-yard line, well within field goal range, but let's see what they do on this 4th down. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes one-man miss. Kearney on the jet. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And the beatdown has ensued. That one puts them in really good shape to get get back on the right track and get another W.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
And with the extra point, they've pushed the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. USF has had no answer for the onslaught they faced today. A crucial game for this team, and they did not answer the bell. They're trailing by 17 to East Carolina.
Quickly to the tight end.
Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick strike complete.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Fires to the big fella. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. This defense will try to keep everything in front. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. The Tar Heels come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to get the first. The quick out. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. Wants to throw on first down. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. The screen, and watch out. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Tar Heels want to crank the tempo. They'll throw on third and short. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete.